They live most of their lives in the oceans. We rarely see them and know little about their migrations. Loggerheads are just one of 7 species of sea turtles, all of them declining in numbers. On Bald Head Island in North Carolina, conservationists fix tracking devices on females that come to nest on the beach.
Not much is known about sea turtles. It's fairly uncommon to see a turtle at the surface. And so the satellite tags that we put on the animals help give us some idea of where they're spending their time. Ideally, what we really would like to do is be able to determine why they're in those places. What is it that's attractive about those places? And if we can identify the places that are important to the turtles, then we can maybe take some protective steps to do a better job of protecting the turtles than we do already.
In the past few years, researchers have made new discoveries about the loggerhead's migratory patterns on the East Coast.
And so what happens is the turtles in the wintertime will come south. They'll sit right on the edge of the Gulf Stream. It's a really strong current, so they don't want to get into it because it could carry them away, or they have to spend a lot of energy staying in place. So then when summer comes, the north, say up around Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, when the water warms up, everything blooms. There's lots of crabs, lots of other organisms, and the turtles go up there and they take advantage of that and they fatten up. Then when it gets cold again, they go down south and they just sort of hang out, and they literally chill out for the wintertime.
The tagging process can't start until a turtle comes up on the beach, and great care is taken to avoid frightening it. Bald Head Island has an ordinance against residential white lights on the beach. Researchers cover their lights with red cellophane.
Red is the color that turtles see the least of. Red is the first color you lose as you go deeper into the ocean, and so that's the first color that most ocean creatures lose in their eyesight.
After the turtle has laid its eggs and turns to head back out to sea, it's intercepted for tagging.
We are scraping everything off of our shell. We're going to scrub it with chisels first, get all the tube worms and barnacles off, and then use some SOS pads to scrape it. And then we'll put some acetone on top to actually clean off the shell.
It's just a regular old Argo satellite tag. Will get you locations that are usually within a kilometer of where the animal actually is, but these have a GPS receiver in them, which should, if it's working correctly, will get us locations within 10 meters of where the animal actually is.
Within 24 hours of being tagged, tracking information can be seen on SeaTurtle.org's website.
We're putting on a little bit of anti-fouling paint. This is paint that has some copper in it. What we're shooting for is to inhibit the growth of more barnacles and other epibionts and stuff that was on the turtle's shell when she first came out. The problem with all that growth is that if a barnacle or algae covers either one of the saltwater switches, then the tag will stop functioning.
After the paint dries, the turtle is free to leave the beach. Its eggs, now protected from predators, will incubate for a couple of months before hatching. The babies will then scurry out to sea. And with these tracking devices, we'll learn more about where loggerheads go when they leave the beach. Critical information needed for finding ways to protect them. For Assignment Earth, I'm Gary Stryker.